the middle of filming and I was like, do you know what? I'm gonna turn on the camera and start a damn vlog because I want to bring back the vlogs like semi-regularly. But then I'm also nervous about bringing back the vlogs because honestly, like, there's so much stuff that's happening behind the scenes that hopefully I will get to tell you about later on this year. And a lot of times I'm literally just on the PC in the study room. I've also recently decided that I'm no longer gonna go to any events anymore. I kind of made this decision because I just felt like now that I have moved out of London now, I really realised that going into London takes up the whole of my day and I just can't be popping into London just for like these few little events and stuff like that now. And like, I don't know, I just really realised recently, like since I've been going to the gym, since I've been trying to get into a better habit, I've been reading and just trying to improve my life, and I just realised that time is money and I need to spend my time wisely. Like, I even stopped watching TV recently, guys. My lifestyle before was just kind of all over the place and I just felt like I wasn't fulfilled as a person. I feel like I'm getting emotional talking about this because I've just been in like a very transformative stage in my life where I just feel like I'm at a crossroads now where in the next couple of years I feel like my life is going to change so much because I'm at the stage where we're thinking about kids. Oh my god, why am I getting so emotional? I'm just at a stage in my life now where I'm just kind of like coming out the stage where like after COVID I was partying, seeing my friends every weekend. Half of me was like, oh my god, that was amazing and I had the time of my life. The other half of me feels like I can't carry and sustain that lifestyle anymore. Now I need to actually sit down and focus, and ever since I started to go to the gym, it's just brought on this new level of motivation and I'm starting to see the rewards of it, which is amazing. Like, look at these guns. Like, I've never felt so toned and so like in my life before and it just feels amazing. So I'm literally in the middle of filming right now. Gwang has actually gone to go and fix the car. Oh guys, that's a whole nother story. Like, maybe when Gwang gets here I'm going to tell you actually what's happened to our car because...
I can't bag on you.
Have you seen your face? Guys.
You see my hands?
Oh my god. What happened?
Doing brakes, guys. Working on my car.
I didn't recognise it when it came home. I was like, did you just climb out of a chimney?
I got caught red-handed.
Put some black eyeshadow on. Go try. Go do it. Did it work? Smoky eye tutorial with Gwang. So, let me tell you the story of what had happened, right? So, last week we were driving to the gym and all of a sudden the oil management light went on. So, that basically means that the car is using up oil, it's got oil leak or something somewhere. So then afterwards, Graham went to go and pull the latch and the fucking button broke. So we need to open up the bonnet to put in the oil, but the bonnet button broke. We literally was driving it around and it was on its last legs. And then also on top of that, whenever Graham was braking, there was like this weird creaking sound. Like, you just know when the car is just like dying, right? Like, by the way guys, our car is so old. It's like a 2006 old ass car. It's got like 130k miles on the clock. And if you've been following our journey for a while, you know that our New Year's resolution was to try to hopefully get a car by this year. But at this rate, that is not happening because we just cannot come to an agreement on what car we want. We end up having to put more money into this car because we still need a car. Because we live in the countryside, you literally cannot walk anywhere, you have to drive everywhere. So we had to spend a shit ton of money to buy new disc pads and buy new oil for the car and stuff like that. And then Graham actually bought the bonnet latch button thing 4 times. Every single time he installed it, it kept breaking.
So basically I had to get the cable and just yank it, and
yeah,
basically I kind of broke the cable as well. But anyways, I got the bonnet open, so I put some oil in it.
Yeah, it really needed oil, guys. We was driving on it and we could just tell the car was losing power, and it was like dangerous as well. Like, every time we got in it, it kept giving me like heart palpitations.
It's driving better now, but there's a few more like bits and pieces that I need to like kind of put together. Get a turbo, they said, then it just drinks oil. We
spent so much money on this freaking car, which is so busted and broken, but we're just literally running it until the wheels fall off, until we can hopefully find a new car.
Basically, it's been dying since we moved here.
Yeah, because we do so many miles.
And stuff like that. We do a lot of miles.
How many miles is it to London? Like 25 miles?
30 miles, yeah.
Yeah, so 30 miles
to London, 30 miles back. So it's just, it's doing a lot of mileage, and it's kind of like drinking a lot of oil at the same time.
Since our last MOT, we found out we do 15,000 miles a year, which
probably more than that.
Probably more than that, which apparently is above average. The hard thing is that me and Guy can't come to a solution because he wants this like boyish car with like these rims and like the M Sport to the K Sport to the E Sport.
To be honest, like I need like it to be spec'd up. It needs to have power folded mirrors. It needs to have heated seats. It needs to have the styling that I want. It just needs like the comfort of a car. Like, why is the point of going backwards? Like, who's got time to be folding mirrors? Like, seriously, like, it's just optional extra that you kind of like have there as luxury. Because obviously, I got it in my car at the moment. I've got like power folded mirrors, heated seats, levers, and stuff like that.
We don't want to go back.
You don't want to go backwards,
especially if you're paying more
in
for
time.
A car.
It's a newer car, but you're getting less options. It's dumb.
The things that Guan wants in a car, it's like, obviously it's for a car enthusiast, it's for someone that actually loves driving. So all of his type of cars, the mileage on it is like 100k miles. It's already got like 80k miles. And I'm like, no bitch, we need to get a car that's actually like low mileage because, you know, we don't want it to be like gonna break down in like a year or two. I've literally been talking about the car situation for 7 minutes now. But we also have this horrible other problem where me and Gran can't come to a resolution because I really want an electric or a hybrid car because I basically feel that we spend so much money on petrol, guys. Like, our petrol is like £100 a week and that's like £400 a month, bitch. Our mortgage has gone up £600. Like, there's money just coming out of every orifice of my body. So I want to be able to save on petrol if we can. Like, especially we're spending so much on a car. Like, I don't want to spend on top of that even extra petrol, extra road tax, extra insurance. So I need to be saving some sort of somewhere, you know. And you know what, guys, I didn't realize after talking to my friends that a lot of people actually change their cars really often. We've just always had cars that like we use until they're broken and rusted.
Budget says no. That's why.
Our last car, the exhaust fell off. That's why we had to sell it. And then the car before that, we basically crashed it and we had to sell that. So we've never been like in that mind frame where like, you know, people like lease their cars and they basically change out their cars every few years. That's just never been us. So this is the first time that we're actually going to be like upgrading to like a decent-ish car. It's just so hard. We don't know what car to go for. So any advice would be great. Okay, so I finished filming for the day and I thought it would be fun to do a little cooking with Thuy segment. I feel like we haven't cooked together in so long. So in true Asian fashion, I'm going to be cooking fried rice. I was gonna make something super fancy. I was gonna do like some roast chicken. And I was like, do you know what? It's 7 p.m. I've been working all day. Grant's been out all day. We are both tired. We'll eat anything at this point. So I thought it would be fun to like turn on the camera and kind of cook together while I answer a few questions as well, because I feel like it's been a while since I've done a life update. We have a few of these little Frankfurter hot dogs that we've literally had in the fridge and it's about to go bad soon. So I literally need to cut them up and just shove it in to the fried rice. I feel like with fried rice, you can literally put anything in it that you have that's going to expire in your fridge, so hopefully we're not getting a food poison. I'm just literally going to chop up a few onions, spring onions, carrots while we answer a few questions. I actually had a lot of questions about why did me and Gran end up going to couples therapy, and I thought I kind of said it in a video, but in case you're new around here, basically me and Gran, we've been together for 14 years. And did you guys know that there's actually something called the 7-year itch? Something happens to everybody after every 7 years. Apparently even like your hair changes, your mindset changes, even like your body changes. I also feel like around that time you kind of evaluate about your life, and if I'm completely honest, guys, I'll probably say like last year I just went through a lot of things. Like, we came out of lockdown, I was turning 30. When you turn such a big milestone for an age, you start to evaluate your life and you start to think like, am I happy in my life? Like, even with my career, I was like, am I happy doing this? Like, I've done this for so long now. What is the next steps? And naturally, I felt like I also second guessed me and my relationship. Me and Grant have been together since I was 16 and he was 17. So basically, I've known him my whole life, right? That's basically like half my life because I'm 31 now. I never had a chance to like have a hoe phase and have a phase where I actually like, you know, went out and partied and been on like girls' holidays and stuff. And I felt like after lockdown, I don't know why, I felt this feeling of maybe I actually want to try that for a while and see like, you know, if I'm missing out on anything. I don't know. I feel like I was going through a lot of that internally, which you guys know I have a really good communication with Guang, and I told him exactly how I felt and stuff. And naturally I felt like we were together for so long that I was thinking like, is this it? I'll probably say we got to a point in our relationship where we was just literally like living together. We wasn't really like going out making fun memories, and especially now that we moved out into the countryside now, we kind of just end up staying at home a lot. You know, when we was in London, we would actually go out to restaurants all the time and actually go out and like go to like cinema dates and stuff like that. After going to therapy, I basically realized that we stopped kind of dating each other and we stopped putting in that effort. Like there'll be times where we literally go and eat dinner and we just sit in silence. I know there's some people out there that actually love sitting in silence, but me, I hate sitting in silence. Like I want to be able to talk, I want to be able to connect, and I just felt like whenever we were speaking, it was just very like mundane, boring things, and we wasn't having like stimulating conversation. And you know, everyone needs different things in a relationship, and for me, having someone stimulate my mind is like so attractive to me. And I just felt like at the time, like he wasn't putting in effort, I wasn't putting in effort. It's so easy to kind of blame the other person. I felt like, you know, he could have done more. He felt like I was being a bit too naggy. So it was kind of like one of those things where it just kind of like festered on, and then that's when you end up building a lot of resentment. And later on, I learned in therapy that, you know, when you are constantly like expecting something from the other person, you end up building a lot of resentment. And I kind of was like looking at my friends and their relationships, and I was kind of like comparing my relationship. And now looking back, I kind of think like, oh, that is like the most toxic thing to do, because you know, the things that, you know, my friend's boyfriend might do for them is something that maybe Graham might not do for me, but then there's other things that Graham does for me in my relationship that maybe her boyfriend wouldn't do for her. I basically come to the realization that the grass is greener wherever you water it. So if you are constantly comparing and always looking elsewhere to see if there's something better out there, or trying to always nitpick at your partner, you are always going to see the negative sides. You are never going to see the positive. It's only actually until me and Graham had like really deep conversations and even talking about like breaking up and how we'd split the house and all that kind of stuff, I actually realized that like, do you know what, like my relationship isn't that bad. I felt like because I've been in a relationship for so long, I kind of took all the amazing things in our relationship for granted and I wasn't appreciating them. Graham is like honestly the kindest person ever. Like he always wants my best interest at heart. You know, you can't say that about a lot of people, you know. A lot of people are really selfish. Graham might not be the most funnest person, he might not be like the loudest, most chatty person, but he has so many amazing strengths to him. And like only now, after going through that rocky stage, that's when I realized. And you know, it actually takes a lot of couples to go through that stage to maybe see what you could be losing, for you to realize what you actually have. So yeah, that is my little 2 pence on that. I'm literally making a mess everywhere with these fucking carrots. Okay, I've chopped up all of my veggies. I literally have shallots, carrots, spring onions, and my little hot dogs. And then I'm literally just heating up a pan. This brand called Crease, their cookware is so amazing. Everyone needs this shape of a pan. You can fry things on it, you can make sauces in it, you can make soups in it. Like, it's one pan and does everything. Okay, so I literally just marinated some chicken. I literally just put it in a little bit of soy sauce. Now I'm just gonna fry that up and give it like a golden kind of glow. Okay, the next question is, you guys have lost so much weight. How did you guys do it? This is a tough one, right? Because I recently done a TikTok speaking about this, and I got this comment and it really like stuck in my head. And she was basically saying how you shouldn't talk about like food and diet and stuff like that because she has an eating disorder and like it could really trigger her and stuff like that. And I was like, oh, I don't want to talk about subjects like this because I'm not really qualified. But at the same time, I do want to kind of share my journey. Graham got me a Kindle for my birthday and I love it. Oh my god, it's actually such a nice hobby to literally just read and like educate your mind. I've been reading so much about like mindset shifts and like how to be successful, how to be a CEO, how to be a boss ass bitch. And I've been watching tons of podcasts and stuff, and something that I noticed about everyone who is successful, they all exercise. I felt like because we wasn't looking after our health, we wasn't really looking after each other, we wasn't looking after ourselves. So this year, one of our goals was to try to like, you know, get ourselves in a better mindset. So we both started a gym in February, and I'm actually so proud of Graham because, like, if I'm completely honest, guys, I thought like I'm gonna have to be nagging him. I'm like, you need to go to the gym, like you need to make sure you drink your water and stuff like that. And I've always kind of had that role in our relationship, which definitely after going to therapy, I definitely realised that it's something about me that I just like control, and I just feel like I always have had this like responsibility that I'm the breadwinner and I'm the one that has all my shit together, and if I don't do it then no one else will do it. I was a little bit scared of like starting a gym, and I thought like, oh my god, that's like another responsibility that I have to look after Guang and look after me. But Guang has been so good at going to the gym. There's been so many times where I haven't gone to the gym and he's just like gone on his own for like 2 hours, and I'm like, yes girl, you go girl. And do you know what, I haven't cut out anything really from my diet. I still eat the same stuff that I do before, but I just don't overeat. I eat until I'm kind of feeling full, and then I'm like, okay, that's it now, you know, I don't need to finish the plate. Oh girl, this is popping right now. Okay, I'm chucking it in the sausages, giving that a little char, you know. I have this thing where like I hate like boiled chicken or anything like that. It needs to have a little bit of like a tan line go through it, you know. Alright, everything is in now. I'm gonna chuck basically the whole chopping board in. All the veggies. Okay, this is what it's kind of looking like in my frying pan right now. Now you literally want to chuck in your day-old cold rice. It has to be cold. I've tried to do this with like freshly cooked rice before, and oh my god, I just got that rice everywhere. I tried to do this before with freshly cooked rice and it was so sticky. So you need to have the rice that's like cold in the fridge so that when you put it in the frying pan, it doesn't all stick together. Okay, now you want to break up the rice so it's not like a big chunk like this. Okay, this is what the fried rice is looking like. This is a big ass portion, so I'm gonna use this as a meal prep. Okay, now I'm gonna put in some chicken bouillon or like chicken stock. I basically saw a recipe on TikTok on how Din Tai Fung makes their fried rice, and apparently this is the trick. You also want to put a bit of light soy sauce, a bit of white pepper. If you really want to be naughty, put a little bit of MSG in there. It just brings out the extra flavour. And then I'm literally just gonna mix this up. Grant is not the best at eating vegetables, so I try to sneak in as many vegetables as I can whenever I'm cooking, because then he gets too lazy to pick them out and he has to eat them. I probably should like pour it out instead of digging my crusty hands in the bag. And then I kind of move everything to the side so that there's like a little hole in the centre. And I literally just crack an egg inside of here. Oh, try not to get the shell in. Oh. One of Guang's like phobias is eating eggshells. Like as soon as he has an eggshell, he'll like vomit and he won't eat the dish. So hopefully there's no eggshells up in here. Okay, so while the egg's in there, I literally just like move it around. I kind of like scramble it up. Okay, and then I'm getting some fresh cilantro, coriander if you're in the UK. I know some people don't like coriander, but honestly, like me and Grant have been addicted to it. It just gives like a freshness to your dish. And I'm being super lazy and I'm chopping it up with scissors. And I'm gonna plate this up now. We are done. Oh, you guys in for a treat today, guys. You got naked Grant.
Bon appetit, guys. I'm battered.
Grant literally just woke up from a nap. Aren't you lucky? Just wake up and there's food already on the table. Other people have to slave away to get some home-cooked food.
That's a trick, guys. Pretend you're tired, go sleep. She cooks.
Anyways, I was literally answering a couple of questions, so I thought we'd do a little Q&A. I feel like you haven't had a little catch-up and you haven't spoken on camera in so long. Hey, do you want to talk about like your gym life?
Actually, it's not that bad now. When you're first there, like he wants to be there, kind of like pushing himself, and it's a struggle to try to just keep pushing and pushing. Because at the end of the day, like, your mind gives up before your body gives up. Like, your body can do it. Sometimes your mind's like, oh, I can't do it, I can't do it. But you just have to push through it, and that's where mentally it's training your mind to be better.
Yeah, I love that. What is something that you really like about yourself? I feel like that's such a nice question, because so many times I feel like for me, I never really got praised a lot growing up, and sometimes I find it really hard to find things that I actually like about myself. Recently, I've been like watching loads of podcasts and all that kind of stuff, and they were saying that the best form of self-love is changing the language on how you speak about yourself. And it's so true. Like, I'm so quick to be like, oh my god, I'm so stupid, oh, I look so fat, and like, you know, all of this internalizes on the inside. And even though like really I know I'm not fat, but if I keep saying that, I'm not giving myself like a positive space whenever I think about myself. So yeah, what's your favourite thing that you like about yourself?
I think I'm genuinely a nice person to people. Genuinely, I'm kind of like very helpful. Like, I try to go out my way for people a lot, but I'm trying to learn to like say no to a lot of people, because at the end of the day, like, now that I'm on this like fitness journey and stuff like that, I kind of have to more think about myself instead of like thinking about others, because at the end of the day, like, it's all nice that you can help people, but like, try help yourself as well.
Yeah, whereas I felt you never really put yourself first.
Now I kind of like try to put aside time for myself, find out what's important for you really. Keep the close people close and some acquaintances as acquaintances.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's so true. I definitely have noticed that you've said no to me a lot more, which I'm feeling sad, but I also respect it at the same time.
Yeah. I feel bad because sometimes when I go to the gym, like, sometimes I'm like, I have no time for Thuy sometimes. I'm like, I mentally like so like exhausted, like, as in like, because you like push yourself so much at the gym that you feel mentally exhausted. You use all your brain power just to push for that day. I'm sure after you love yourself, you can give it to others, because at the end of the day, if you don't feel like you love yourself, then how you share the love to others as well.
Yeah, it's so true. You should always make sure your cup is full before you can pour into others. You know, there's that saying on the airplane where you should put on your own oxygen mask first before you help other people.
Yeah, I would help someone else before I help myself. What's your favourite thing about yourself then?
My favourite thing about myself is that I feel like I'm a really hard worker. I've always been a hard worker, but I've been noticing it recently. Like, if I really put my mind to something, I really like try my best, and I always make whatever vision I have in my head a reality. And I am a type of person that always loves learning. So that's something that I really like about myself, is that I'm not like a lazy person. I really do like try to put my all into everything.
I feel like Thuy's a very creative visionary. I can see that skill in her, because she'll tend to want to push and learn more things, whereas I'm a different learner where I'm more hard work and more like manual work. But Thuy's more of a creative person, so I let her to do the creative work, and I will do the kind of nitty gritty that needs to be done, and no one wants to do that kind of job.
Even you don't want to do it.
Yeah, it's hard sometimes. Thuy always pushes me, and like, it's good that she's by my side, because sometimes I just want a day off, you know.
And I'm there like, what you doing, Greg?
She's like, what you
Every 2 seconds, I'm like, what you doing today? What's on your to-do list today? I just got back from my first ever personal training session. I had such a good workout that I broke my nail, guys. That's when you know you had a good workout, when the nails fling off. So I booked a personal training session for my birthday as a treat. It was like £60. I was thinking I'm probably just gonna use her once just to like know my form and stuff like that. But I'm actually thinking I'm gonna book another personal training session, because I learned so much. I don't really have a program. I just go in there, listen to a bit of music, and just kind of like move around a little bit. But when you have a personal trainer there and like showing you actually how to do it and making sure you hit that muscle, and like they're there like telling you to slow down, do extra 2 more reps and stuff like that, it makes you definitely work out a lot better. Like, I never drank so much water in my life. I nearly finished my water bottle. That hasn't happened for a while.
I looked over at Thuy and she was working out, and like, usually I look over and she's on her phone like this.
There is something called mind to muscle connection, because if you're just working out and you're not thinking about that muscle, then you're not engaging that muscle. So like, when she was telling me to do this workout, at first I felt it more in my bum, but then after she was like, okay, do it again, but now think about your lower back. By like the 3rd rep, I was like, oh wow, I really feel it in my lower back just because I'm thinking about it. I learned that everything at the gym needs to be done slow. Like, when I thought I was doing it slow, she was like, even slower.
Anyways, that is it for this week's vlog, and we'll see you guys in another week.
Yep, make sure
it's not that bad, you know. I've been editing it. It's not that bad, like going back to vlogs and stuff.
Aww, let us know if you guys want us to bring the vlogs back. And also, yesterday, me and my sister filmed a try-on haul, and it was so funny. So make sure you are subscribed to stay tuned for next week's video. And if you guys haven't yet, make sure you enter the giveaway to win £100 smackaroonies. You can rent Graham for £100.
Nah, I'm more expensive than that, mate. You get 1 minute of me.
What would you offer for £100? If
A slap around the face for £100.
With a willy. Oh, who likes my sexy pants? I wear Graham's boxers, guys. Do you have the little willy? You literally smell like car. You know that oil smell like?
At least I don't smell like ass.
Yes, you do.
You smell like ass.
Hate to break it to you, but you do. We actually haven't been having our morning shags.
No, we haven't had, that's what I mean. Like, I feel like we've been going gym so much, but we haven't been did the hanky panky.
I know, guys. The everyday sex routine has gone out the window.
Yeah,
No, but we've been doing it in the evening.
I swear, like we've been going like once a week these days now.
No, definitely not
Twice.
once a week.
It's been like very like far and few now.
Far and few. No way. It's definitely still like 3 times a week. Not once a week. I'm sorry. It's definitely not once a
That's
week.
how you know we had too much time before. We do that every day. Now we don't have no time.
Every day. It was
Now we
2
have to
times a
schedule
day.
in like alarm now. The funny thing is, people said that over COVID, all they had to do is had time to have sex.
Do that with your willy.
Come on.
Go on, do it on camera. I'm waiting. This is what it's like to have a little pocket here.
Yeah, pocket needs to be bigger.
This is a bit smaller.
What are you doing, man?
I'm slapping you.
Oh,
You wish.
get in the right hole. This is a floppy one.
I'll take it, bud.
This is floppy.
So, if anyone wants to give Graham a little lap dance.
Well, you should be pants.
Da-da-da-da-dun. Da-da-da-da-dun. Wait.
I don't want it. Maybe we should move the pole out a little bit.
Da-da-da-da-dun. Ooh, ooh, you like that view? Ooh, 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 wait,
I'll get out of here.
wait, I haven't even
Get out of
started to do the show yet. Ooh, ooh.